Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of What's Driving Token Prices. I'm your host, Katie Talati, Director of Research at Arca. For those joining us for the first time, I'm responsible for identifying and analyzing digital asset and blockchain opportunities for Arca's funds. As part of our research, my team and I examine token prices and the market events that act as catalysts for price change. Based on our research and market events over the past week, here's some notable token price moves and what we think drove these moves. As a reminder, this commentary is not intended to be investment advice, investment research, or an investment recommendation. Please consult your investment professional for your own circumstances. Okay, well, it has definitely been an up and down week. We've had the German government selling Bitcoin. We've had MicroStrategy buying Bitcoin. Mt. Gox repayments just came out of nowhere and have spooked the whole market. That was on Monday. That was fun. And the ETH ETF approval is supposedly inching closer and closer. So that's kind of like broadly what's going on in the market. A lot of people are feeling the market malaise right now, a lot of range bound trading, but we're here, of course, to talk about tokens. So we will get right into that. So here I've got for you ETHFI, or the ETHFI token. So ETHFI, the liquid staking protocol, voted this last week to institute a token buyback, which will use 5% of the protocol's revenues. So the initial vote went through, and an overwhelming 99% of the protocol of voters said yes. The governance discussion did suggest starting the buyback using about 5% of revenue, but it could increase that up to 50% over time. And it will be basically what they're planning to do is with these additional ETHFI tokens that they purchase back for their treasury, they're going to use it to provide better liquidity for the ETHFI token on, DEXs and other DeFi venues, just to kind of increase the overall project's, promise. Also great because, it provides some utility for the token other than voting and governance, which is a huge criticism of most DeFi protocols. Despite this, unfortunately, ETHFI token is down 6.9% for the week. All right, next we will talk about Chiliz. So Chiliz is the sports blockchain. They announced this week that they had reached 1 billion CHE staked yesterday, making it just over 11% of the supply locked in staking. So basically, they've ramped up their staking over time, which has been great. The increased staking is likely in response to they've had a tokenomics upgrade in the last few weeks that basically added inflationary rewards to the supply schedule that would get paid out to validators. So in the past, only if validators staked, they would only earn fees that users paid to use the network, but now they're also earning inflationary rewards. So this is probably the reason that you're seeing more of the supply staked, which is great. The Euro Cup is also on right now, putting Chiliz in the spotlight as it has initiated a burn campaign for their fan token. So if you haven't, heard of Chiliz, the sports layer 1 blockchain before, they also have issued on them fan tokens that represent basically like kind of club, you can think of it like kind of club memberships for some of the big soccer clubs or football clubs in Europe. And a lot of other sports teams, but they basically decided that they, in the past, they have burned tokens for some of the soccer teams if they've scored, depending on how many goals they've scored in a game. So, so far they have burned tokens for the Portugal national team with the ticker POR and for the Italy national team with the ticker ITA. Despite this, Chile is down 3.9% for the week. All right, last up, we're going to talk about Solana. They had some really exciting developments going on this week. Layer 1 protocol Solana, they had a news-filled week beginning last Thursday. Basically, the first Canadian SOL ETF application emerged. So the Canadians have generally been ahead of us in terms of getting their ETFs for Bitcoin and ETH off the ground on the Canadian stock exchanges. We've seen now the first filing for a SOL ETF in Canada. Very cool. Also, last week on Friday, Helios Labs announced that they've built what's called a ZK compression system for Solana, which is basically going to just like compress transactions on the network by 10,000x. So as if Solana wasn't fast enough already, you're going to have this new technology, which is going to compress transactions on the layer 1, no layer 2 needed, and could massively help with scaling for Solana, especially since in like recent times, if you noticed, there's been a lot of complaints about congestion, higher fees, as the network has just become really strained. Finally, yesterday, Solana introduced something called links and actions. So these are kind of just integrations that are going to allow crypto to be more usable. So specifically, blinks are blockchain, stands for blockchain links, And it's the idea that you can create an on-chain action into a shareable link. So instead of saying, okay, I'm going to go here and buy this token, and to do that, you have to do like 3 steps with using your wallet to do so. You could just click this link and it would initiate those 3 steps into the one clicking of that link. So really, great user experience in the long run, lots of applications. The other thing they introduced was something called actions, which are basically APIs that are going to return Solana transaction information, which can simplify, again, the process of signing and sending a transaction on the Solana network. So amazing, great things there for them. Solana is up about 10 basis points for the week. All right, guys, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed our insights. Tune in here again next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific